Come on in and enjoy the fun. Welcome to KTW Kam Talks Wrestling, second episode. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday morning. Hope you was able to watch Monday Night Raw. Now we're gonna catch you up into what happened yesterday, last night. Let's go ahead and start off with one thing. But before we get there, if you're loving the content, if you're loving Cam Lewis, myself, with my wrestling content on my shorts, on my long form, and reactions around this show. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. But if you also are returning, make sure you show some love as well. Definitely appreciate it. All glory to God as well. Naomi. Now look, it was already suspected that she was pregnant, but congratulations, as I already said, congratulations to her and Big Jim and the whole Uso and Fatu family. Love to see when a blessing is now arrived, which is the baby. We're hoping for a girl, but most likely we're just hoping for a beautiful and healthy baby. But yeah, it's wonderful to see. It sucks that she won't be able to compete till next year. Um, the women's division is kind of in a rut with the Raw women's division. Naomi was she gave it a little bit different spice. She gave it a little bit different drive, a little bit of a different um, perspective when it was her, because no one thought she was going to cash in on the Raw side. They thought she was going to cash in on Tiffany Stratton, but she ended up changing it. Obviously, they like what Tiffany Stratton is doing on SmackDown. But Raw with Rhea and Io, it seems like they got something going on there. They're looking like a tag team. We haven't seen Stephanie. Obviously, Stephanie was the one that won the battle royale, or the was it the battle royale? She won the battle royale, and it was at Evolution, and it was for her to face Naomi or whoever the champion was at Clash at Paris. Clash at Paris is next, not this Sunday coming up, but the next Sunday. So we'll see if they come up with a tournament, or if they just have Stephanie fight maybe somebody. We shall see how it goes. We shall see how they rock in this situation. But other than that, great news for Jim. Like I said, Jim, he hasn't been winning. He hasn't been getting that opportunity to win on the screen. So off screen, it's a dub for you. I know that's something they've both been wanting. I've just been, hearing rumors, and that's what they've been wanting to do, and start a family. So this is phenomenal because Jay has, kids. Roman has kids. Solo has kids. Jim's the only one, and they've been together for so long, and they've been putting in the work for so long with WWE. And Naomi going to TNA, and she became, she reinvented herself, and then coming back to WWE, and winning this heel gimmick, which I love. So we're gonna see where that goes with that, in that direction with the women's division. When it comes to the main title, we'll see what they do. My thoughts on it, I would probably put Stephanie on it. Be honest with you. I know a lot of people was thinking that Naomi was gonna lose it to Stephanie. I think Naomi was gonna keep it probably all the way to the end of the year. That was my suggestion. I think that she was gonna keep it toward the end of the year, and they was gonna have people fighting for it. But as of right now, I would probably put the title on Stephanie, and it's a shame that Stephanie can't even get any time. Now, obviously, I don't know if Stephanie was going to be around last week, if Naomi would have, because she was supposed to fight Io. So I don't know if they were going to have something for Stephanie. But hopefully, starting next week, we'll start seeing some more Stephanie, because I fell in love with Stephanie. I still haven't watched that match with her and Mercedes Moné, but they were saying that was the match they got WWE the eyes on her from coming from CMLL, yeah. And then she ended up being signed, and since she arrived at NXT, I fell in love with everything she's done. I love the Dragon Screw. I don't like the finisher, but everything else, she's smooth. She's saucy with it. Her moveset is on fire, and she is one of those. And I love Stephanie. I think she should probably win the championship, but we shall see. Speaking of a women's championship, Becky Lynch. I know a lot of people y'all don't like Becky Lynch. I know y'all don't like Becky Lynch. And the reason why I think y'all don't like Becky Lynch, because y'all call her Becky Hogan. She doesn't put people on. She doesn't All she thinks is about herself. Let me like Jey Uso said. Let's roll it back. She made the NXT Women's Championship relevant when it was kind of in a rut, and then she took it off Tiffany Stratton. Then Tiffany Stratton ended up taking it back off of her. People kind of knew Tiffany, but I got introduced to Tiffany when Becky fought her. Becky she's elevating people. It sucks that we weren't able to see Lyra tonight. I would like to see more Lyra. Obviously, she's not in the women's Intercontinental Championship picture, but maybe she could be that in that world title picture with Stephanie. So that again, that's something interesting, and we'll see what happens with that. But giving the opportunity to Max, it's like I'm paying attention more to what they're doing with Maxine. It seems like they like Maxine. They keep putting her in the spotlight more. I like that. Becky loves Maxine, by the way. So, opportunity. Natalya coming in that championship match. We knew Becky was not going to let Natalya win, but it was a pretty good match. And then the hometown hero, Nikki Bella. She's from Philly. She showed up, and now she's going to get a match at Clash in Paris, which I wasn't surprised by after what happened a couple weeks ago. Now it's going to be Nikki versus Bella, Nikki versus Becky at Clash in Paris, and that's going to be very interesting to see who wins that. Most likely Becky will probably win because Becky's just she's just putting everybody on. Nikki hasn't had an opportunity to have a singles title match since she's been back. She's just had her, some small moments, but now, you see what I'm saying? She's elevating. She's making that title more relevant than it is. She's defeated Lyra. She's defeated Lyra and Bailey at the same time. She's defeated Natalya now. She's defeated Maxine. Now she's trying to defeat Nikki Bella. She's gonna be sitting there like, who's next? Maybe she finds a way to drop that title or keep that title, and she elevates to the world title picture. We shall see what happens with that. And then we'll finish it off with the women's side with the we had Io versus Raquel Rodriguez. That was a pretty good match. I thought Raquel was actually gonna win that, and I thought she was gonna win it slightly clean. I think Roxanne helped her a little bit, but she had hit her on that post right there, and thought she was going for the Tejada bomb. But Io, one of the greats right now, finding a way to win, got the dub, and then they Judgment Day fashion. They come in jumping, and then Rhea shows up. Now before the match started, the Kabuki Warriors, Kairi and Asuka came and said, "Hey, we'll come help you again." And now, but Io said no. Now, to Asuka and Kairi's credit, to be on their side now. After Rhea came and helped Io, they came to the back. Io was kind of excited and kind of happy that Rhea came and helped and said it was okay. But when it was the other way around, she was like, no. So I wonder where the beef is coming from Io. So I can kind of understand why Asuka and Kairi is having a little bit of issues with Io. I mean, yeah, with Io, because it's like we've been riding with you. We've been your day ones, and now Korea come over here. It's all fine and dandy for trying to do the same thing we wanted to do. So I definitely understand that. But it looks like it got a little beef there between Asuka and Rhea. So let's just see how that goes. I don't know if they're trying to make them a tag team. I don't know what's going on with that, but we shall see what goes on with that. Now let's go on to the main scene in the WWE Raw, the World Heavyweight Title scene. Now we start out the show with Seth Rollins, The Vision, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Paul Heyman is in Philadelphia, by the way. Paul Heyman is what he calls himself, God in Philadelphia. Bro, got a shot at Tommy Dreamer. Like, what did Tommy Dreamer do, by the way? Why should Tommy Dreamer be gone? Don't do that. Thought that it was cool, but I don't know. Man. So we got a setup match. We already knew that was gonna happen. Braun Breaker and Jey Uso. I know. As many as times I've seen Braun Breaker and Jey Uso, they find a way to put on a show every time. I'm tired of seeing them fight, but every time they fight, they put on a show. Whoever is producing Braun Breaker, Jey Uso, hands to claps to you. I want to see Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu at this point because I'm like, who is going to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's gonna be whoever produced that gonna be a banger too. But yeah, for sure, that was a great match. Extreme Rules in Philly, might as well ECW if you don't, if you know, you know. Um, Pretty good, interesting match. It got to the point. Obviously, I don't know why Bronson Reed. I don't know why Bronson Reed threw the shoe at the ref. Why did you slide the ref down, then throw the shoe at him? Bro, what's up with you and shoes? I thought it was just a Roman thing. No, he likes all shoes. Took his shoes off and threw the shoe at him. Like the ref didn't even need to be hit because it was a no disqualification match, but somebody maybe didn't tell him. But he, Bronson Reed does what he wants to do. Started getting going crazy in the match and all this other stuff, and then LA Knight shows up. LA Knight puts in the work. Then Seth Rollins shows up, puts in the work. Then you know what else happens? CM Punk comes in and it's all chaos. They're going crazy. Everybody's just everywhere. Everybody's just everywhere. And then LA Knight and CM Punk finds a way to start helping each other. And I'm like, okay, all right. And then Seth Rollins, just a little bit of an instant where they just had a pause and said, LA Knight was on the outside of the ring. Bronson Reed outside as well. LA Knight's loaded up. It's a table right there. I seen it. I'm like, oh, what's going on? CM Punk and Seth Rollins in the ring, but it wasn't looking too good. And then what? CM Punk gets pushed into LA Knight. LA Knight hits the table. CM Punk felt a little way, but it's like, hey, it is what it is. And then they run out to the arena outside somewhere, probably still fighting as we were talking right now. And then Braun Breaker looking for the patented spear outside. And then what does he hear? He hears those drums. He hears those trumpets. He hears all the music. And the OTC. It was singing his name. Normally they say OTC, they was singing his name. Roman Reigns doesn't come from the entrance. He comes from the same side that Punk and Seth came from. Hits him with a spear. Goes crazy. Hits Bronson Reed with a Superman punch. Helps Jey Uso, who hits with a super kick to Braun Breaker. And then Uso splash. Gets the dub, and now we are heading to Clash in Paris. Also, we already know we have the Fatal 4-Way. We know we have Seth Rollins versus Jey Uso versus Punk versus LA Knight, but now we have the battle of the Jordans, the Tribal Thief versus the Tribal Chief. Clash at Paris. We're gonna see what happens with that. It's gonna be epic because Bronson Reed, this is your time. Roman said, I don't fight for shoes, I fight for championships. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Ain't no belt on the line. But this is going to be Bronson Reed's biggest match of his career. Bronson Reed, since he came around last year and was tsunamiing everybody on the outside, out in the parking lot, 6 times in the ring to Seth Rollins, just going crazy. Right before the injury, does a tsunami. On the top cage at the War Games. Gets hurt, comes back, leaner, meaner. And now we're at Clash at Paris, August 31st. It's going to be in Paris. Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed going to be the biggest match of his career. We're going to see what happens with that one. And man, oh man, we had some other stuff that goes around. Let's talk about the other stuff that happened. Penta, good to see you, brother, because sometimes they act like they don't know how to put you on screen. Good to see you. We seen a Mexican Destroyer. Him and Xavier Woods got good chemistry, by the way. I like how they tango. I like how they dance in the ring. I like that. That was good chemistry. Xavier Woods, obviously, and I like that the New Day, they not really trying to like cheat when it comes to the singles. Like they just let them do what they want to do. Penta did have his little things right there where he had evades and stuff, but it was a pretty good match. Good job for Penta. And by the way, they had like 5 matches tonight. They normally don't do that. I appreciate you on that as well. Let's see. So we had the Judgment Day match. Did we have? We had the other Judgment Day match. I said Raquel and Becky. We had the tag team match. Mr. Iguana. Now I think he was on SmackDown I think right after Worlds Collide. And then this time he comes to Raw big ovation with him and Dragon Lee. Y'all know how I feel about Dragon Lee. I love me some Dragon Lee. Love what he does. I need to see him on TV more as well. But Mr. Iguana gets that love like he should. It's crazy what he's done. It's crazy what he does with a plush animal in his mouth, and he's just still he's innovative. And that's probably why people love it because of what he's doing. It's no different than what Orange Cassidy does when he puts his hands in his pocket, by the way. But did the Judgment Day did get the dub right there. Dom got in the way, and then the man, the myth, the legend, Van Kinko. I know a lot of people don't like Van Kinko. I heard them booing a little bit. He like they trying to get the brother some energy. They trying to get him some shine. But at the same time, a lot of people don't know who Van Kinko is. I don't know him as much, but I've just seen him wrestle. I haven't heard him speak. Haven't heard him do a promo. Haven't heard him do a lot of. Haven't seen anything with him, but just his wrestling. So a lot of people see him. They like, yeah, we don't know. I would rather hear a boo than nothing. So it was cheers and boos with Van Kingo. But bro, if you seen what he did, like he's just so smooth in the ring too. Like he's not as smooth as Stephanie, but he's smooth in the ring and he's got a great move set. He's got a big bag, and that brother's special. But we ended up getting that. We had did we have any like big segments? Yeah, we had Sheamus and Rusev. By the way, that was supposed to be Rusev, and I think Rusev and Sami Zayn was supposed to fight, but they moved Sami to SmackDown, which I'm still trying to figure out. Why would you set up the match? Why did you set up the match if you were gonna move Sami over in the first place? I'm still not understanding that part. But Clash in Paris as well. Rusev versus Sheamus in a Dooneyburg, I think. It's just sounds like it's just a street fight, but that's what they're calling it. This is the last match. I think this 1-1 with them. I thought maybe we were gonna see like a NBA series, the best of 7, but we're getting just the best of 3. That match should be pretty good too, because they just those two guys just go at it and they just give us a fight. I'm trying to. Again, this is off the top of the dome. Okay, so I apologize that it takes a little bit longer on this, but I'm still trying to remember everything from the top. I know I'm missing something. Let me look. I know I'm missing something. Give me a second. No, I'm missing something. Oh yeah. It was something else. Let me make sure it wasn't another match. I could have sworn it was another match. Shoot, they had my boy Trick Williams on television. We didn't get to see that. But so was not a match, but we're gonna end it off with Bayley. So I've said this before. Bayley, I love Bayley. I love Bayley as a heel. I don't like Bayley as a face as much because I think Bayley as a face, she's too nice. Her character's not shown as well. Um, the ring ability is still there, but I feel like when she's a heel, oh my goodness, when Bayley is a heel, I know if y'all seen the video, all the stuff she was talking about. She was a double champion. That was when her and Sasha Banks was around, and she was saying, yes, you didn't have friends, and you've been a little soft lately, Bayley. You haven't been yourself. What's going on? And let me tell you something. If we can get heel Bayley back, I don't think a lot of people are gonna understand what's gonna happen. Heel Bayley is nothing to mess with. I love heel Bayley. The way she's on the microphone is phenomenal. The way she wrestles is phenomenal. Her attitude is different. It's similar to how Naomi is because Naomi's nice. Naomi is, feeling the glow, but then she changed the whole gimmick, and you see the, and it's crazy that they are friends too, and it helps. I'm telling you right now, Bayley turning heel is the best thing they could have did. Make that. I'm telling you, that character change is gonna be epic. She's gonna be phenomenal at this. I don't know if she targets Lyra Net first. I don't know where but she looked like she's gunning for that IC title eventually. I wouldn't mind her being the heel going and still Becky being the heel and eventually Bailey taking that title off of her because she does deserve that IC title. But we'll see what happens. Um, and then, hey man, y'all make sure y'all have a wonderful Tuesday. We got NXT tonight, which is in Philadelphia as well. Um, let's check and see what all they got on the card. For some reason, I feel like I missed some, but if I did, we'll address it. But I'm not sure. So we have a big 6 women's tag match. If anybody's watching NXT, Fatal Influence versus Ash by Elegance, with Marsha being a special guest referee. We have finally they finally gonna get their differences to the side. Um, I can't remember his name, but Josh Briggs and I think his name Noah in a Philadelphia street fight. Um, in the big match of the day, of the night. Trick Williams versus Javon Evans. Whoever wins faces over Finley. Hoping for Javon Evans. Boy, we're gonna talk about it on Wednesday and see what happens. But boy, that's gonna be a match I'm definitely paying attention to. But until then, appreciate all the love and support. Again, if you made it this far, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be back again every day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern time. You can book it. We're gonna talk some wrestling. And if you have any comments, if you want to join the conversation, we can dialogue. I'm here. I'm available. Put it in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you're feeling. And we can have that conversation. Until next time, see y'all tomorrow. Make sure you have a wonderful day and talk to God because He would love to hear from you.